Okay, we are starting off with the old apple cinnamon souffle. Apples. Feel free to say what you're doing if you'd like.
Okay. Well, first thing we're doing is slicing the apples up into small chunks and scanning them. Just taking the skins off, peeling them, whatever. I'm doing it the hard way because I have no clue what I'm doing. And yeah, then we're gonna saute them up with a little brown sugar, butter, and some cinnamon. Add some raisins to it.
The ramekin.
That's a little medium low heat. Chopping them in little pieces.
Yeah, getting some apple slicing action. And this is also to show that this doesn't have to be a fancy schmancy dish.
Definitely not at all. They're real easy to make once you make a few. Probably a few too many apples.
No.
The butter.
Oh yeah, butter. Still can't believe I forgot to pick the butter up.
Good dose of cinnamon. What little bit of brown sugar we need. Raisins.
Mmm.
And a little bit of water.
Oh, and I could smell it all too.
About a tablespoon of water.
And you're simmering on what heat?
Medium low heat.
Caramelize it up nice.
Yeah. Now we just let that simmer. Take about 10 minutes or so. I want the apples to get softer, but not like completely soft, not where they're mushy. Just keep stirring and turning. Make sure you get the apples kind of flipped over a little bit. Nice and easy. Anybody can do it. You know, you can make this as a topping for just about anything, not just like an additive. You put this in like some pancake batter or something.
Mmm.
Now what I could have done, if I wanted to make them a little softer, is I could have just soaked them in hot water for about 20 minutes or so. The onion, or the apples and the raisins. I wanted to try it a little differently this time. I tried it that way last time. Had good results. Want to try it this way, see if the results are a little different.
I'm sure it'll be spectacular.
Kind of practicing the technique a little bit. You know, I don't just want to follow the recipe. I kind of want to move it around a little bit. See if I can get that right taste, that right flavor.
It's coloring up nicely too.
Yeah, they are. Okay, those are about done. Dump them in a bowl, set them off to the side. I should get all that sugary goodness.
Mm-hmm.
The cinnamon really smells good.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, now for the actual measuring of stuff.
The actual math portion.
So for next, we take the 2 bowls, crack the egg open, dump it all out. Of course, we separate the yolk. Alright. Now we get the little saucepan out. Where's it at?
Yes, it should be down there.
Get the little saucepan out. Into that, we add 3 tablespoons of butter. He's got a butter brush. Almost forgot to butter the ramekins. Need to get those set up.
I didn't even think about it. I could have already had them buttered for you.
No worries.
This is my first souffle. Well, witnessing one.
Right. Just want to do it in kind of some upward strokes. Make sure you get all the way down in the corner so that the sugar sticks real good. Just want to give the sugar something to stick to. Kind of gives them little tracks to rise on. 1 ramekin in there. How about the other ramekin? Same with this one. Give it good butter. I'm terrible when it comes to cooking. There's no rhyme or reason to anything I do. Spread the butter around nice and even. Now we're going to take a couple teaspoons of regular sugar. Dump it into the ramekin. We're going to coat the sides of the ramekin. All the butter. Give it a nice little spin. Little tap. Dump out the excess. Oops, that was totally the wrong one. My bad. Okay, repeat the process. Okay, good deal. Now we dump the sugar, the extra sugar in there. Put about 1 more tablespoon with it, 2 more tablespoons with it. Now that we got the butter heated up, I need the flour, which I completely forgot to get out. Now we take 4 tablespoons of flour, maybe a little more, depending on how well it wants to mix down, and there's a hole in the fucking bag. Smells it all in real good. Get it nice and clumpy. Set that off to the side. Get the milk out. One, 2, 3, and 4. A little bit more. Being a little more generous on this recipe than I usually am. Just want to give the milk a quick heat. I'm completely doing this recipe out of order too, so don't worry about it. Mix the eggs and the sugar down. Nice thick paste going on. To the paste, we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. About a teaspoon of cinnamon, or half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Give it a good stir. Milk, get the butter and the flour. I need to add a little more milk. Get out of there a little chunk. bit. Now we're going to want to mix these two together. I don't know if I'm doing this right, I probably am not. Now the idea is to heat this up rather slowly so that the eggs don't coagulate and you end up with fucking scrambled eggs souffle. Thick. Now, take the raisin, apple cinnamon. Just give it a good mix in. Don't want to use it all. I'm going to save some for add to the top. Just stir that in real good. I'm thinking this may need to be a little runnier. Maybe just a teaspoon more milk. Just a little bit. Much better. Just transfer everything back to the bowl. Set these in the fridge real quick. You always want to set these in the fridge when you get done with them so that the butter kind of hardens up a little bit. Now comes the old hand mixer. There we go. Now we're just going to whip the egg whites into a nice stiff peak meringue. And somewhere along the way we're going to add a couple of teaspoons of sugar, or tablespoons of sugar. Yeah, it's already whitening up already, it's starting to get thick. All the air bubbles. Now if you wanted to help set this up a little bit more, you'd add cream of tartar or lemon, a little bit of lemon juice, but we don't have either one, so make sure you get around the edges. And you just whip it until it forms some nice stiff peaks. This is starting to form soft peaks.
Mm.
There we go. That's about what we're looking for right there. Not too bad.
I can smell something.
Now, we take a big scoop of the meringue and we start mixing it in with the base. My base is really thick. Start folding it in. Get it nice and even in color and texture. It's almost like nougat.
Mm.
Take another big slab of the meringue and throw it in. You just keep doing this and repeating the process, folding it over. You don't want to mix vigorously. You don't want to deflate the souffle prematurely. Of course, it would also help if we preheated the oven to 400 degrees. Good thing it's a gas oven, right?
Yeah.
Nice and fold, nice fold. Just keep doing that until the texture and the color is even and all of the meringue is mixed in. See the chunks of raisin and the apple. Looks good. The cinnamon brown sugar and raisin turned out really good. I'm hoping this one will too. Always make sure to scoop low occasionally. Pull the stuff up that's in the very bottom center where you may miss. Alright, there we go. Nice, beautiful souffle batter. Now we take our ramekins back out. They've been cooling for a few minutes. Move everything off to the side. Now we just fill these bad boys up. These ramekins I'm using are way too big. I should have made the recipe bigger, but eh. I'm a novice, so definitely no Gordon Ramsay or anything of the like.
How about not even Gordon Ramsay was always Gordon Ramsay.
Right.
He had to be Gordon. Hey you, where's my fucking pasta?
Batter tastes pretty good. Give the stove a few more seconds to heat up. We'll pop them in. I don't think this bad boy has a preheat timer on it. So.
I don't think. No, the microwave does though. The very. Well, no, never mind.
Yeah, batter tastes pretty good. I never fill my ramekins all the way up. Some people do, some people don't. They always run their thumb around it. I never had problems with it either way, so it doesn't really matter. I don't put them on a steam bath either. Some people put them on a, in here, check them out.
Mmm.
Everything's messy now. That's alright though. Deliciousness comes from a great big mess.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and pop them in now. Boom.
And they'll take how long?
Oh, about 21 minutes.
21 minutes. Alrighty. Sweet. We'll be back in about 21 minutes or so and see the end result. But it's going to be great.
Alright. Okay. They got a decent rise. Color looks good. Of course, the dishes I used were too big for this recipe because I screwed my ramekins up yesterday. So.
But it rose. Look at that.
Alright, check that out. That is beautiful. I don't care if it's still a little gooey on the inside myself. Some people like it when it's completely cooked all the way through. Some people like it when it's a little gooey.
Yeah, it's all good. I really can't wait to turn this into poop.
Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, Chuck. Here's your spoon, man. Dig into it.
Alrighty, you're gonna set it down for me, or
Okay.
yeah, thank you. Give a shot of this. It's too zoomed in. Look at that.
All right.
Did I get the right one?
No. Get the souffle. Here.
My fault.
No, all right. Go ahead. Knock it out.
Ah.
Let's see what we're dealing with here.
All right, I'd set this down.
Oh, it looks good in the middle. Nice and fluffy. Yeah. Hot. Definitely hot. Definitely really good though. That syrup on top just drizzling down into the center of it.
Oh, I gotta let that cool off.
Yeah, pluck a piece right from the middle. Give it a little bit of blow. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Caked up just right.
Yeah.
"21-minute cook time seems pretty good.
And the apples.
There you go.
Awesome.
What do you think?
Yeah, I love it. I'm happy. Happy as a clam.
Yeah. This little guy is pretty spectacular.
A apple cinnamon.
It's a pretty luxurious dish for a welfare budget.
Apple cinnamon souffle.
Yeah, apple cinnamon raisin.
Apple cinnamon raisin.
Oh, that's so good.
There you go. Thanks for joining Chuck and Paraphernalia. Who knows? Next time we might have another souffle.